Hello friends, this video is meant for the students. Through this video, they'll be able to analyze their own approaches to learning. And this will be done with the help of some very simple questions which they're going to ask themselves. And by the end, they'll be able to analyze what is their specific approach to learning. And also, what is the ideal approach? So let's not waste any time and start immediately. So let's analyze ourselves. Ask yourself the following questions and respond in yes. If you feel the answer to whatever question is there is a yes from your side, then you give yourself a 3. If it is sometimes, then you give yourself a 2. And if it is not at all, then you give yourself a 1. These questions which I'm going to share with you have been adapted from the inventory which is created by the Center for Research on Learning and Instruction by the University of Edinburgh. And the questions will be in 3 different sections. So you have to total your scores of each section separately. First one, do you find yourself memorizing most of the stuff that you need to learn? So if you feel that most of the time I'm only memorizing the things, then you give yourself a yes over here. But if it's only sometimes, then you give 2. Do you tend to panic when you get behind in your work? If you feel that, there is too much to do and I have got very little time and there is a sense of panic which comes in you, then do you find difficult to assess the quality of your own work, the work which you have produced? Are you able to say that, okay, this is something which is of good quality or not so good quality? Are you able to assess and tell about what's the quality of your own work? Do you need very specific instructions to do the work? You will need detailed instructions if you want to do some work. And do you read very little beyond what is actually required to pass? So only that bits of information you would go through, which is important for you to pass. So I hope you have rated yourself from 3 to 1, wherever you are. And now let's move on to section 2. The first one here is, do you find yourself systematic and organized when it comes to studying for the examination? Do you immediately get down to work when you need to and utilize your time really well? So which means you do not procrastinate. Immediately, as you have to start working, you will immediately get on to do your work. You also organize your time really well, which means you work on schedules, you have your timetable. Do you think first before starting work on an assignment or an exam question, how best to tackle it? Do you think about it? Do you plan, how am I going to do this particular work? Do you always check on your work to see whether it is good or not? Do you assess the quality of your work? Do you put a lot of effort in studying because you're determined to do well, which means doing well is very important for you. Getting good grades in the examination is absolutely important. And you put in a lot of effort so that you are able to achieve it. Section 3. Let's start with these questions. Do you stop from time to time to reflect on what you're trying to learn from it? So which means while you're reading, do you stop over and try to make sense of the things and you see and try to make some connections? Are you able to reflect on what are you actually learning? Do you often find yourself posing questions in the class to the teacher? You ask a lot of questions inside the class. While reading, do you find some of the ideas gripping and you stop to make sense of it? So while reading, you get stuck at certain places and you would not move further until and unless you have really resolved that. So you find some of the ideas really gripping and you tend to delve on those ideas. Do you play around with ideas even if it doesn't take you too far? Which means that if there are certain things which you're studying and you've got stuck over there, you will spend some time on those ideas, even when you know that, okay, this is a lot of time investment and this may not take me too far. This may not give me the desired outcome or the desired results or good marks in the examination. I'm kind of losing my time, but still you try to, think over those ideas. Do you feel it's important for you to follow an argument or to know the reason behind something? Which means that you will not settle down until and unless you have figured out the reason behind certain things, right? So, so that if you don't settle until and unless you've understood something, then you're in section 3. You can put yourself a yes and give yourself 3 out there. All right. So now I'm sure you have analyzed and you have put your scores in section 1, section 2, and section 3. Try to total it, and whichever is the highest total, that is your approach to learning. So hold on to that section, and I'm going to tell you how to analyze your result. So if you need to pause the video now, you can pause and do the totaling. Now let's analyze the responses. If you've got the highest in section 1, then you're a surface level learner, which means that your approach to the study is very of a very surface level. Only that much which is required to be studied, and you tend to memorize most of the things. If your approach, if you've got highest in section 2, then you're a strategic learner. For you, it is grades which are very important. And so you will use your time really well. You will use the right kind of strategies which will help you to work, and you will see that you achieve. So achievement is absolutely primary for you. So whatever it takes to achieve is something which you will do. So you are a strategic learner. If you have got the highest in section 3, then you are a deep learner. So for you, maybe achievement is not all that important, but getting to the depth of the concept, understanding something, finding the reason behind it, that it becomes very important. So you are a deep learner. So I hope you have analyzed and found out that whether you're a surface level learner or a strategic learner or a deep learner. We also say deep learners to be reflective learners. Now that you have analyzed it, I'm sure you would have identified the value which lies in being a strategic learner and in deep learner. There's no value being a surface level learner. So if you find yourself in this category, try to move yourself from a surface level slowly to a deep learner. And if I ask you to evaluate these two people's learning approaches, these are the two famous characters from the movie Three Idiots, then this, of course, is a no-brainer. I'm sure you would be able to analyze what kind of a learning approach did Aamir Khan had and what kind of the learning approach did Chaturlingam had. So I'm not going into it. This is not my question. My question to you is, what is that one change which you will like to do while studying so that you become a deep learner? So if you can think about a nice change which you're going to do while you are studying, put it in the comment box, and I'm going to read out some of the good answers which are there in the comment box in my next video. So friends, I hope you found this video useful. After this video, I'm going to launch a series of videos which will be on effective study strategies. Those strategies which will help you to study effectively. If you have liked this video, don't forget to share it with your friends, and also don't forget to share, like, and subscribe this channel. Bye till we meet again.